talented people to live, work, and raise their families. We're committed to delivering future-proof broadband so our friends, families, and neighbors can live rich lives in smart rural communities across America. Your community is our community. We're your rural broadband partners. You do great things. We make great things possible.
It's fall, y'all, and are you ready to fall into some incredible savings with the region's best network, Appalachian Wireless? Come shop the latest devices at prices you'll love and see how our team can better serve you with plans and promotions that are made just for you. Whether you're upgrading, switching, or just looking for the best service, Appalachian Wireless has you covered. So what are you waiting for? Visit us on the web or stop by one of our many retail locations and take advantage of these amazing fall deals. Because we are you, we are Appalachian Wireless.
Welcome to the new Women's Health Clinic at Hazard ARH. Our expert team, led by OBGYN Dr. Ramon Thomas, nurse midwife Tanisha Blair, OBGYN physician assistant Crystal Gibson, and nurse practitioner Kristen Hurt. At ARH, we provide compassionate, personalized care for all women. From routine exams and birth control options to pregnancy care, menopause management, and minimally invasive surgery. Trust us with your women's health needs. ARH, more for Appalachia.
My name is Emily, and I'm from Laurel County. When I was searching for a college, I wanted to find a place that felt like home and where I could make a difference. The moment I stepped on Alice Lloyd's campus, I knew this was where I belonged. There's a sense of community here and a focus on serving others that you can't find at other colleges. For me, it wasn't just about continuing education. It was about being a part of something bigger. Apply now to find your home at alc.edu.
Time out for great food. This season, everyone is stopping at Double Quick for their pregame and postgame snacks, drinks, sandwiches, and dinners. Come on in and grab a bucket of Double Quick chicken with all the sides, a real family meal for on-the-go eating. Then there's everyone's favorite, the famous Double Quick pizza rolls. Buy them 1, 2, or 6 at a time. We've got sandwiches galore, your favorite drinks, chips, and snacks, and so much more. Be sure and use your Double Quick rewards card, and good luck to all the teams from the team here at Double Quick.
For over 100 years, the Bank of Hyman has been committed to serving our community and serving the future of our families, homes, and businesses. With our new convenient online banking, viewing your account balance and history, transferring money, and paying bills has never been easier or more secure. And with the construction of our new headquarters, we've renewed our promise to Hyman to stand by our customers even in troubling economic times, because we're not just your bank, we're your neighbors. That's the Bank of Hyman. Log on to www.bankofhyman.com or give us a call at 606-785-3158.
Tucked deep within the rolling hills and ancient ridgelines of the Appalachian Mountains, Eastern Kentucky is a place where heritage runs deep and community runs deeper. Known for its coal mining legacy, bluegrass traditions, and fiercely proud people, this region tells a story of resilience, creativity, and quiet beauty. I'm going to take you along with me as I visit some different counties of Eastern Kentucky and explore what all this amazing region has to offer. Hi, I'm Rebecca McCauley, and this is Bluegrass and Backroads.
No one likes an uninvited guest, especially when that guest is a potentially dangerous pest. So call Bluegrass Pest Management and let the pros take care of your problem. Locally owned and operated for over 40 years, providing much-needed jobs to local people. With 3 locations in Hazard, London, and Hindman, they treat rats, mice, roaches, bedbugs, termites, and many more. Open Monday through Friday and now servicing all of Kentucky. Say goodbye to your uninvited guests today. Call Bluegrass Pest Management. Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Hi. I'm attorney David Johnson. You may recognize me from some of our other ads, but injuries from an auto accident are no joking matter. With over 25 years of experience, our offices have the resources and expertise to go head-to-head with big insurance. While most of our cases get resolved without going to court, trust me, they know if the attorney you choose will take it this far. Either way, our clients get paid. So for all your legal needs, get the pros on your side.
TVS has made a commitment to bringing you the best channel lineups and most diverse video packages available. We are proud to introduce Broadband TV, our newest and most affordable video package yet. 48 of the most watched channels we offer, some new channels only available with this package, and over 300 of the best free ad-supported channels available, all for only $29.95.
Home sweet home. At First Federal Savings and Loan of Hazard, we've been providing our friends and neighbors the sweet dream of homeownership since 1960. We're proud to support the community we work and live in. That's why we take so much pride in providing competitive rates, low closing costs, and quick turnaround by local decision makers. Investing and growing our community is what we do. At First Federal Savings and Loan of Hazard, we believe that there's no place like our home. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance helps protect more than 474,000 Kentucky families and businesses. Many of our members have been with us for years, even decades. Perhaps it's because of the competitive rates or our unmatched service. Or maybe the biggest reason is they know they can count on Kentucky's insurance company to be there when it matters. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Leader Our next senior, Avery Conley. Avery has played volleyball for the last 7 years. She is escorted by Stacy Elliott and Trent Conley. She's undecided on her future plans at this time. Her favorite volleyball memory was winning the region last year. Her most embarrassing volleyball moment, dropping the ball on my face twice in the career game. The accomplishment she's most proud of is getting to set for all these amazing players. Her advice to future players is to be patient. You will get your time to shine, and it is all worth it. She would like to thank Shay and Justin for pushing her and being patient with her and making who she is today. To her volleyball family, she loves you all so much. She thanks God every day that she gets to play this amazing sport with you. To her mom and dad, I wouldn't be here today if it weren't for you guys. You have put aside so much for me, and I am eternally grateful for everything you have done. Miss Avery Conley. Give another round of applause for Miss Avery Conley. Our next senior, Taylor Shay Baker. Taylor has played volleyball for 10 years. She's been escorted by her parents, Misty and Wayne Baker. Her future plans are to play volleyball at the collegiate level and to become a veterinarian. Her favorite volleyball memory was playing at the state tournament and getting a kill against Notre Dame. Her most embarrassing volleyball moment is taking the turn, break a leg too seriously. Her accomplishment that she's most proud of is making all district and region teams and overcoming her fears after an injury. Her advice to future players her advice to the babies, as she calls them, is to never let anyone tell you what you can or cannot be. Always push to be the best version of yourself on and off the court and be coachable. And lastly, cherish every second, because it really does go by fast, just like their parents said it would. I hope with all my heart that each one of you soak in all the precious moments spent together, because before you know it, it will all be just a memory, and you'll wish you could do it all over again. Thank you. To Mom and Dad, thank you for all the time you have spent on the sidelines of the court, watching your little girl live her smallest and biggest dreams. Thank you for always pushing me to be a good human. I couldn't be half of the person I am today without you. To Shay and Justin, thank you for showing me how to love the sport again and accepting me as one of your own. Thank you for always letting me have a shoulder to cry on, literally. To the team, I could not imagine myself playing with any other group of people besides you all. Thank you for accepting me as family over the past 2 years. To all of my past coaches, thank you for shaping me into the player and person I am today and seeing my full potential. To Marvin and Melinda, thank you all for starting my passion for this sport. You two have had the biggest impact on me, and I cannot thank you enough. To Kay and Hayden, you two have become the sisters that I've never had, and every second spent with you all has been nothing but fun. I love you all. Finally, Samara. Through thick and thin, you have been by my side through it all. I could not imagine myself going through life with anyone else. I can't believe this is the last time me and you will be on the court together. Our journey together has been nothing but bittersweet. Thank you for being my best friend. I love you. Miss Taylor Shay Baker. Another round of applause for me. Our last senior, Samara Bailey. Samara has played volleyball for 7 years. She's being escorted by Marilyn and Maynard Blair, Brian Bailey, and Josh Bailey. Her future plans are to attend college and pursue a career in medicine. inspire me to be the best person I can be every day. You may be growing up, but you'll always be my babies. Thank you, Acacia, for helping set up my senior night. I don't know what I'd do without you. Thank you, Miss Luss, for my pregame pep talks. You always ease my nerves. Thank you, Betty Vaughn, for starting my love for volleyball. I wouldn't be where I am today if you hadn't believed in me. Thank you, Marvin and Melinda Boggs, for my 8th grade year. You accepted me with open arms and have continued to support me, not only through my volleyball career, but through my life. Thank you, Bill Grigsby, for always providing support and corrections when I needed them. Your work doesn't go unappreciated. Thank you, Sandy Bowman, for your support and love through my decisions. Thank you, Shay and JP. There's no words to describe my gratitude. You mentor me in volleyball and life. Moving schools is always scary, but you made it feel like home from the first day. I know I can always come to you guys for anything. I love you and always want you to be a part of my life. And finally, thank you, Taylor. You've been my best friend from the day I met you 6 years ago. I've always felt like I'm hard to love, but you love me like freedom. You've seen me at my worst and my best, and you've chosen to stay by my side. I know that no matter the distance between us next year, we will remain just as close. You're stuck with me for life. I hope to be half the person you are. I love you. Miss Samara Bailey. Give another round of applause for all of our seniors. Again, this senior class in the last 2 years, we're at 60 wins and counting. We're looking forward to what the postseason brings. Thank you all. You may come and take pictures or whatever needs to be done.
Come right to the source and get the region's best basketball coverage. HT24 puts you right in the middle of the action, and it's free to watch on Facebook. Watch the state's most exciting basketball right here with HT24.
Hey, it's Kristen Mulcahy from Appalachian Wireless. One of the things that makes us the region's best network isn't just our coverage, it's that we're local. You'll find real people right here from home, ready to help you get the best deals on the latest devices. We hear the other carriers bragging about how they cover the middle of nowhere, but this isn't nowhere. All our roads lead to somewhere. So come home to Appalachian Wireless. Visit us at AppalachianWireless.com or in one of our many retail locations. Because we are you, we are Appalachian Wireless.
My name is Isabella, and I am from Madison County, Kentucky. Instead of choosing a larger university, I chose to attend Alice Lloyd College because I wanted a more personal college experience. The small class sizes provide a close relationship between students and professor that isn't possible at any other university. ALC is more than a place to learn, it is a place to grow, serve, and lead. Learn more at alc.edu.
If you're looking for a convenient pharmacy location with a friendly, caring staff, look no further than Heinemann Pharmacy, located inside the new Heinemann Primary Care Center. Our pharmacy is open Monday through Friday from 8:30 to 6:30, but always stays open until the last patient is seen. Whether you need to pick up your refills in our drive-thru, need a flavored medicine for your little ones, or something to feel better after a visit to the clinic, the Heinemann Pharmacy inside Primary Care has got you covered. Located at 425 Heinemann Bypass. Call the Heinemann Pharmacy at 785-0513.
No matter what town or community you live in, there's a Tim Short dealership nearby. That's because our family of dealerships are dedicated to serving the folks throughout Eastern Kentucky. Our employees are your friends and neighbors, helping to support the local economy and provide safe and affordable transportation to everyone that shops the family of Tim Short dealerships. Our entire inventory can be found with the click of a button at timshortautogroup.com. Visit us online and join the thousands of customers that took the short drive to satisfaction today.
TVS Cable has everything you need to stay entertained. Video services with all your favorite channels and local sports on Hometown 24. Ask about digital voice service for home and business. High-speed internet so you never fall behind in a game. There's something for all ages. We've got you covered. Sit back and enjoy everything TVS has to offer. Stay connected with TVS.
Good times, good food, and good people at the Goal Line Bar and Grill. Come try their daily lunch specials as well as the best steak in Hazard as voted by the people. Looking for something fun to do? Hit up the tables and the dartboard. Also, trivia night every Tuesday evening. Goal Line has all your favorite big sports events on the big screen. There's something for everyone at Goal Line. Goal Line Bar and Grill in Hazard.
Kentucky Mountain Health Alliance Incorporated, Little Flower Clinic, Quantum Healthcare, and East Kentucky Chiropractic, offering medical, dental, pediatrics, chiropractic, behavioral health, women's health, rheumatology, mat program, x-ray, and transportation. Little Flower Clinic Rheumatology, Dr. Travis Sizemore and Brianna Cornitz, treating autoimmune disorders such as lupus and rheumatoid arthritis, and more. 487-9505. Kentucky Mountain Health Alliance Incorporated, your medical home in the mountains.
Hi, my name is Heidi Hoffensperger from Hoffensperger Law Office.
Debt can feel overwhelming. The calls, the letters, the constant pressure, it's hard to see a way forward. You're not alone. The law office of Heidi Hoffensperger has helped countless people through their bankruptcy, giving them a fresh start and a chance to rebuild. Bankruptcy isn't the end.
The legal world can be a very, very difficult and complicated world, and I don't want that for my clients.
Call today and let Heidi help you with this new beginning. Hometown Pharmacy of Hazard is here to meet all your prescription and healthcare needs. Pharmacist Darren Smith and the experienced staff provide fast, reliable service with the professionalism you expect. With friendly service and a commitment to quality care, Hometown Pharmacy is proud to serve the Hazard community every day. Ask about their new app. Hometown Pharmacy of Hazard, quality care, professional service right here in your community.
For more than a century, we have stood by the people of Hazard and Eastern Kentucky. Now we begin a new chapter with a new name. People's Bank and Trust Company is now PBT Bancorp. Our look may be new, but what matters stays the same. The same local faces, the same personal service, the same commitment to your goals. PBT Bancorp is here to help you grow, plan, and build for the future. PBT Bancorp, preparing for a better tomorrow.
When financial challenges threaten your future, you need clear guidance and proven solutions. Call Keisha Caldwell Feltner, Bankruptcy Express. Trusted legal experience to help you take control. From stopping creditor actions to protecting your assets. Keisha and her staff deliver efficient, reliable representation focused on results. With flexible payment options, getting the help you need is more accessible than ever. Keisha Caldwell Feltner, Bankruptcy Express. Professional service, practical solutions. The fresh start you deserve.
Here at Klutz Auto Sales in Hazard, Kentucky, we specialize in used vehicles and we work with all types of credit. We're with you before and after the sale.
We stand behind every car we sell, ensuring that you drive away with confidence. We want you to be totally comfortable with your purchase because at Klutz Auto, you are the priority.
We've been your trusted dealer for 47 years. Visit us at Klutz Auto Sales across from Walmart on Highway 80. Call us at 606-439-5065.
TVS Mobile is here. Mobile service from the broadband provider you already know and trust. Powered by the nation's most reliable network. TVS is your #1 choice when you need to stay connected. With mobile plans to suit any budget and any situation, and phones from your most trusted brands. Go to tgtvsmobile.com today and see how TVS can keep you connected. The choice is yours. The time is now. TVS Mobile.
This is News 12.
Since 1985, Hometown 24 has been serving this community with local programming produced by local people.
Hornet's going to air it out. He's got a man out here. Linden caught it to 45.
Using the latest video technology to bring you the news, sports, and local events that matter to you.
First on your Hometown News tonight.
I'm Harold Mullins, and thanks for joining us.
40 years is a long time in Eastern Kentucky. Here's to 40 more.
Great communities attract talented people to live, work, and raise their families. We're committed to delivering future-proof broadband so our friends, families, and neighbors can live rich lives in smart rural communities across America. Your community is our community. We're your rural broadband partners. You do great things. We make great things possible.
It's fall, y'all, and are you ready to fall into some incredible savings with the region's best network, Appalachian Wireless? Come shop the latest devices at prices you'll love and see how our team can better serve you with plans and promotions that are made just for you. Whether you're upgrading, switching, or just looking for the best service, Appalachian Wireless has you covered. So what are you waiting for? Visit us on the web or stop by one of our many retail locations and take advantage of these amazing fall deals. Because we are you, we are Appalachian Wireless.
Welcome to the new Women's Health Clinic at Hazard ARH. Our expert team, led by OBGYN Dr. Ramon Thomas, nurse midwife Tanisha Blair, OBGYN physician assistant Crystal Gibson, and nurse practitioner Kristen Hurt. At ARH, we provide compassionate, personalized care for all women. From routine exams and birth control options to pregnancy care, menopause management, and minimally invasive surgery. Trust us with your women's health needs. ARH, more for Appalachia.
My name is Emily, and I'm from Laurel County. When I was searching for a college, I wanted to find a place that felt like home and where I could make a difference. The moment I stepped on Alice Lloyd's campus, I knew this was where I belonged. There's a sense of community here and a focus on serving others that you can't find at other colleges. For me, it wasn't just about continuing education. It was about being a part of something bigger. Apply now to find your home at alc.edu.
Time out for great food. This season, everyone is stopping at Double Quick for their pregame and postgame snacks, drinks, sandwiches, and dinners. Come on in and grab a bucket of Double Quick chicken with all the sides, a real family meal for on-the-go eating. Then there's everyone's favorite, the famous Double Quick pizza rolls. Buy them 1, 2, or 6 at a time. We've got sandwiches galore, your favorite drinks, chips, and snacks, and so much more. Be sure and use your Double Quick rewards card, and good luck to all the teams from the team here at Double Quick.
For over 100 years, the Bank of Hyman has been committed to serving our community and serving the future of our families, homes, and businesses. With our new convenient online banking, viewing your account balance and history, transferring money, and paying bills has never been easier or more secure. And with the construction of our new headquarters, we've renewed our promise to Hyman to stand by our customers even in troubling economic times, because we're not just your bank, we're your neighbors. That's the Bank of Hyman. Log on to www.bankofhyman.com or give us a call at 606-785-3158.
Tucked deep within the rolling hills and ancient ridgelines of the Appalachian Mountains, Eastern Kentucky is a place where heritage runs deep and community runs deeper. Known for its coal mining legacy, bluegrass traditions, and fiercely proud people, this region tells a story of resilience, creativity, and quiet beauty. I'm going to take you along with me as I visit some different counties of Eastern Kentucky and explore what all this amazing region has to offer. Hi, I'm Rebecca McCauley, and this is Bluegrass and Backroads.
No one likes an uninvited guest, especially when that guest is a potentially dangerous pest. So call Bluegrass Pest Management and let the pros take care of your problem. Locally owned and operated for over 40 years, providing much-needed jobs to local people. With 3 locations in Hazard, London, and Hindman, they treat rats, mice, roaches, bed bugs, termites, and many more. Open Monday through Friday and now servicing all of Kentucky. Say goodbye to your uninvited guests today. Call Bluegrass Pest Management. Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Hi, I'm attorney David Johnson. You may recognize me from some of our other ads, but injuries from an auto accident are no joking matter. With over 25 years of experience, our offices have the resources and expertise to go head-to-head with big insurance. While most of our cases get resolved without going to court, trust me, they know if the attorney you choose will take it this far. Either way, our clients get paid. So for all your legal needs, get the pros on your side.
Good evening. I want to welcome everybody to the Morton Combs Athletic Complex at Knott County Central. We just sat here and watched their senior night. It was a nice show, Shay.
Thank you.
You all have done great. I've bragged on you all about not just your play on the floor. I love, coaches. I don't sit here, like I told Ben last night, I don't sit here and just watch on the floor. I watch off the floor. I watch the coaches, how you all intertwine with your kids, how your players intertwine with each other. You and Justin have done a great job with this group. And you've got a lot of good athletes, so I know your job's a little bit harder than most teams because you've got a lot of athletes that you can move in and out. But I will give you this. You do not care to move them in and out. But you talk about your season. It's coming, it's pretty much getting close to the end, and you just discuss for you ought to be successful and go back to the state, what you have to do.
Well, it has, the season goes so fast. It feels, it's long days, but it does go fast. It's hard to believe we're in the last week of regular season. I'm really proud of this team. I knew that, losing the 4 we lost last year would be big shoes to fill, and I know I've said that several times, but I knew that we would still be okay. I knew, I had confidence in the other girls coming up and this year's seniors, but they have surpassed what I expected. And I don't mean that, like I said, I don't mean that in any other way, except they're just such a different team from last year's team, I feel like.
But Shay, as you coach, and you know this, that every team is different. And you're right. The shoes you lost last year, you can't feel, but these kids came in and replaced them in a different way. That made you just as strong as you was last year.
It's true. They, it's hard to come in and feel Faith Pollard's shoes or attempt to do that. And some people are real timid and nervous about that, but these girls they took that challenge and they won last year and they wanted to repeat that. And that's still the end goal. But this year, we've played some tough teams. We've played some really ugly volleyball some nights, and I tell them it doesn't always have to be pretty. You just have to keep the ball in play and trust, your teammates and work hard, and hard work beats a lot.
It does, and I was talking to Ben last night, and we said, we'll say 12, 15 years ago, you only had 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 teams at the most that you'd look at during the season and say, one of these teams is going to win the regional tournament. Usually there was a lot of years you probably had 3 teams, and most people saying it's going to be one of those 3 teams. Now I feel like you probably have 5 or 6 teams. On a given night, you have 5 or 6 teams that can beat each other. So it's not like you can walk in here and just say, well, we're winning it.
Yeah.
I never felt that way anyway. I was always nervous up to the ball game, but I
don't believe it. I don't believe you were nervous.
But But yeah, we were talking and we said, you know, like I said, years ago, you had 2 or 3 teams. It was like one of those teams. They were just above everybody else. But now, pretty much even. Volleyball has taken off in such a positive way. I love it. I mean, the game of volleyball has grown so much in this area.
Yeah, it really has. You know, me and Justin refereed for years before we started here, helping it here at Knott Central. And you're right. You knew. You pretty much knew when you walked in the gym who was going to win that, you know, that given game and who was going to win region that year. And it wasn't, it was just the way it was. But now teams are working and the sport is growing, and that's a great thing. I tell our girls, you don't get better by playing, you know, a cupcake team or whatever.
Exactly.
So you want to get out there and you want to play those teams. And that, you know, as a coach, I want to win, but I also love volleyball. And
Right.
I love that how much it's grown in the last 20 years in this region. I mean, it's just, to me, it's unbelievable to think about where it was and where it is now.
Well,
and that it's just spread out across the region. It really has.
And Manus and I have been talking. It's not just the players are getting better. You have coaches now who, like you said, they love the game and they want it to get better. I think that's why it's growing so fast, so quick. It's because you actually have coaches that really are here for the game, not here for the whatever money you get paid, which is not a car payment. But you know, I mean, really, if you're, I've always said if you're coaching for the money, you don't need to be coaching because you're wasting your time and these kids' time.
Yeah.
But you look at here, I mean, most of these teams, you guys will have 25, 30 kids dressed. So that's how much the game of volleyball is growing.
Yeah.
And these girls are in very good physical condition.
Well, you know, and that's a whole other aspect that when I played, we didn't put a whole lot into preseason conditioning, and that, you know, but that's part of it now, and you have to grow with your sport.
See, that's what I knew when I was coaching. Nobody else is going to preseason that stuff like I did.
That's it. I mean, that's the truth though. And then somebody let your secret out, and then everybody was like, "Well, we got to do this."
Yeah, I know. And they did.
Yeah, well, I mean, you know, not much.
But yeah, we've just been, I said every game that we've had this year has been a remarkable game. You know, just athletes just showing up, and like you said, they're just showing out. And yeah. I'm impressed that teams are beginning to figure out how to move players around and make their team better. Even, you know, this late in the season, you guys are still tweaking little things just to make you better.
Well, and now you've got 20 years ago, the people that were playing are coaching, or
exactly.
You know what I mean. You got Taylor Van Hoos is at Letcher, and she is a former player, and she's coaching, and you know you got Alex Washburn's at Leslie, and it takes that, and you're thankful for those people that stepped in and filled in the gap, you know,
exactly.
when you might not have been able to have a team if they hadn't. But that's I think that's all part of it. I really do, and it's just been a joy. To watch it grow, it really has.
It has. I was real sad when you and Justin become coaches and quit refereeing.
Well, we were in action at Alice Lloyd Saturday, so now we referee a little bit of college, and that's fun. And I do miss it. I enjoyed refereeing. Yeah. I really did. So it's part of that. And I'm trying to get, you know, Ellie. You got Ellie Miller's out there refereeing a couple nights a week, and that's all part of it. We need coaches, and you need new referees, and you need all that stuff to keep growing the game and turnover and things like that.
Yeah, I don't think it's still. I said if some of these people need to go to the state tournament, and you go down there and you see those schools, and they have half of the gym covered, and it's not just students, it's parents and grandparents and aunts and uncles. Everybody's dressed up, and it's. I mean, it just makes my. I mean, I have chills just watching them because everybody's into it, and it doesn't matter if they're an underdog or not. When they get to the state tournament, all those teams are loaded.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it. I had been to the boys' Sweet 16 basketball, and that's of course everybody's out for that. But the first time I refereed at state for volleyball, I was just, you know, you see Mercy and Assumption out there, and they're fans, and and it's not just them. It's like you said, you know, I remember Campbell County being just out of this world with excitement and energy, and it's really fun to watch.
It is. But and it's getting here. Like I said, I've just been so blessed and so tickled with just how fast it's grown in the last couple of years.
Yeah, I 100% agree.
I think they're getting ready to do the national anthem, but I'm glad to talk to you anytime, and I'll let you get back down there to your team.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Good luck, girl.
TVS has made a commitment to bringing you the best channel lineups and most diverse video packages available. We are proud to introduce Broadband TV, our newest and most affordable video package yet. 48 of the most watched channels we offer, some new channels only available with this package, and over 300 of the best free ad-supported channels available, all for only $29.95.
This telecast is copyrighted by Hometown 24 for the private use of our audience. Any rebroadcast or retransmission of this game without the express written consent of Hometown 24 is prohibited.
Brought to you by Double Quick, Keisha Caldwell Bankruptcy Express, Hometown Pharmacy in Hazard, Mountain Health Alliance, TPBT Bancorp, Primary Care Centers, Kentucky Farm Bureau Whitesburg, and Heidi Hoffensberger Law.
And welcome back as we have the Bank of Hyman volleyball game of the week and interview by Betty Vaughn. Most of you thought I wasn't going to be here, but I'm Manus Blair, and I'm also here with Betty Vaughn Cottle with an interview with Coach Shay Cornett and about her seniors and her team. We have the Knott County Central Patriots coming in 29-2 on the season versus Perry County Central 8-19 on the season. Betty Vaughn, a matchup that a month ago when we saw Perry Central play Leslie County, a very, very competitive match. And, of course, in most circles, Leslie County is listed as the number 2 team in the region and have not seen Perry County Central much since then. Of course, Knott Central coming in on a 15-game winning streak and as hot as the other side of the pillow. No, that's cool as the other side of the pillow, but it's hot as popping grease on a skillet. So what are you thinking coming in tonight?
Well, like you said, if we go by the game we watched against them with Leslie, that was an awesome game.
It very much was.
So you figure, you know how teenagers are and how just sports teams are. They get up for their opponent. So I'm sure that 8-19 record is not the true Perry County Central, because when they played Leslie, you know, Leslie was on a roll. They were playing super volleyball, and Perry played right with them. So I look for this to be a very good match. I know that Knott County's strength is to take other opponents out of their game plan. So if they do that, could be a short night for Perry, because when Knott gets on a roll and they start moving these big girls, these big hitters around, they look good.
And, you know, when you're talking about Perry County Central, you have to talk about sophomore number 10, Lainey Davis, and then the 2 Asher girls. Exceptional size, exceptional athleticism by Davis. And then, of course, you've got Lila Sullivan, the senior assist leader, who brings it all together. And, you know, I just expected a better record, but, you know, they have played some really good teams. And as a result, sometimes that consistency doesn't come, and they've got a game or 2 or 3 here to try to get that consistency. I think in the 54th, if I'm not mistaken, they will face Hazard in the first round of the district.
Well, and you never know when they've been playing who's been sick, who's been hurt.
Injuries.
So,
And
exactly.
we did not get a chance to talk to Coach. And
no, and I hate that.
Yeah.
We need to start getting these coaches up here so we can talk to them.
But, when you have Knott County Central, that goes without saying the number of kill artists in which they have. And we'll talk about a little bit of the senior statistics, too, as the match goes along. And Prairie Central will serve first, and, of course, it'll be Lila Sullivan, the senior, number 9. She has 58 service aces. The officials, we don't have an official on this far end down here. And you've got to remember, or these kids need to remember that Prairie is young, so all they need to do is just work on building for the next couple of years. And our R1 is Georgie Kinzer, and our R2, and looks like Principal Bobby Pollard is going to call the lines. He says,
he's like, don't yell at me.
Don't yell at me. Yeah. As Greg Napier handles the flag to Mr. Pollard, and we're ready to go. Nice serve, Sluss. Goes across to Bailey, and it's not going to be blocked. That's going to be a point. And, when you have senior night, and, of course, Prairie Central has 5, and we'll talk about them too, but you saw the seniors out here. You never know how they're going to react.
It takes them a little while to get off that high of senior night.
And that's going to be an ace for Sullivan.
That was just a good serve.
Maybe Prairie Central needed us to do a game to get them going.
Seems
so.
Have you noticed?
Seems like everybody when we show up at the house.
It's a good game.
And I love it.
I do too.
2-0, and that's going to be in the net. That blasted. Lila's probably going to say, y'all quit talking.
Yeah.
Just let us go. And Avery Conley, one of the seniors for Knott County Central, will be serving at 2-1. We're in set 1. Thank you for joining us here on Hometown 24. And it's going to be to Davis off the double block. Conley goes across to Waddell over top, and it was touched, and it will come down for a kill, 2-2.
I love the way Conley gets that ball, that hesitation, and just throws it out there with no rotation. That takes a lot of practice.
Conley to serve again. Doesn't serve a whole lot for the Lady Pats. Most time it starts out with Baker. Cut shot, and that's going to be a point for Davis. Davis has 144 kills on the season along with Megan Asher. And, of course, Megan Asher is a freshman along with Sophia Asher. Young team, as we talked about earlier, is it was served into the net by Nicely. And I'm sure they're going to have a little bit where they started off with a different group on their rotation. Shay had to kind of tell them a little bit where to go, and it's going to be Sluss to serve at 3-3 in set 1. Floater is going to go long, and that's going to be point for Prairie County Central as Campbell, the libero, will go out, and in will come Sophia Asher. Campbell, one of the seniors for the Lady Commodores. Floating serve. That was a big change up. Davis to Hannah, and it's going to be a free ball. Sullivan gets it across. Conley goes backside to Miller, and it's going to, I thought it went through, but Sullivan able to save it. Conley gives it to middle, and it's a nice block by Asher. Asher goes up, a nice battle between those two. Asher down the line. It's going to be a bump set for Baker, and that's going to go long, and that's going to be point Prairie Central.
Manus, I really think that this net play is what's made the volleyball in the mountains in the 14th, 15th, 13th regions grow so fast.
To King. Conley across to Baker, sets herself and with a kill. Point Knott County Central. Davis out of the game. Campbell back in. Like I said, Laney Davis is a sophomore and an outstanding athlete. Nice up by Nicely. Goes across to Hunter over top. Conley slush bump set back over top, and Baker will hit it in the net. Point, Prairie County Central.
That's why I said Prairie is young. They just need to work on stuff, knowing they've got a couple of years together to get stronger.
And as soon as you say young, Kinley McGrainer comes in, and she is a freshman to serve for the Lady Commodores. Short serve, but it's going to be effective, and that's going to be point. Prairie Central with the ace. Grainer, that's her 34th service ace on the season. Conley gives it back to Miller, and that's going to be a kill. Point, Fletcher. Betty Vaughn, help me here.
You're doing good. You just keep right on.
Not County Central. We've been too many places.
I like that when Miller is going toward the net, she can hit the ball as well as anybody. She has a hard time when she's standing and jumping straight up, which most athletes do.
You got to be super athletic, have super timing in order to do it. Campbell bumps it. Sullivan will hit it across. Miller goes to Baker over top of the double block, and for the point for Knott County Central. I'll probably mention all teams in the region at one time tonight.
That's all right.
Miller to serve. Campbell bumps it all the way across. Sullivan will bump it on across. Waddell to Miller to King in the middle off the top of the block. King goes up, and they're going to save it. Nice rally by Prairie County Central, but Baker puts it down. And that will draw Knott County Central even at 7 apiece. But you got to give credit to Prairie County Central keeping that point alive.
They are. They've got to work on that hole that they're leaving on the right-hand side in the back.
Miller to serve once again. Asher to McGrainer, and the cut shot goes across. Waddell with it. Miller to Baker off the block, and that's going to be a lift call, and that's going to be a point for Knott County Central. 8-7. We're in set number 1. Thank you for joining us on Hometown 24. Campbell to McGrainer, and she's unable to get to it, and that's going to be a point for Knott County Central. Thank you for tuning in. Ryan Farmer down in Leslie County. Asher gets it across, free ball in system, gives it back to King, and she's going to draw it, and it's going to go wide. Point goes to Prairie County Central. Roberta Waddell down in E-Town tuning in tonight. And that one's going to go long for Asher, and that will be point. Knott County Central. Taylor Baker going back to serve.
Shay must have some girls out sick tonight.
And Campbell tries to run it down, unable to do so.
Nice hustle.
Yeah, I don't see Kraft. Baker with the serve. McGrainer bumps set. Nicely. Miller to Waddell over top. Asher with a reflex gets it across. Waddell into the net, and it's going to be point, Prairie Central. Thank you for tuning in, Tyler Watts and Evelyn Lumpkins. Back set goes to King, Asher's unable to get to it, and Knott County Central will score the point. And anytime you fiddle with your lineup, sometimes you never know what's going to transpire in the senior night. Bailey up to the top. Nice job by Davis. Again, Davis with the one hand. Baker with a call. Baker to Baker. Point, Knott County Central.
you notice that Knott County, several of these teams, everybody on their team can set the ball. When they pop it up, it's not just the setter and the liberos. Like that time, Taylor Baker comes over and makes a beautiful set to Baker.
McGrainer on the outside to Sullivan. Baker, Asher, McGrainer, and it's going to come up short. Point, Knott County Central.
She had the right idea. That's just a little lack of communication.
Thank you for joining us, Coach Keith Baker. Vivian Bailey Combs, thanks for tuning in. Nice serve. Davis gets it across and scores for Prairie Central.
There you go.
It's a kill in the scorebook.
It is. That's exactly right.
14-10. As McGrainer will go out and Sullivan will go back to serve for Prairie County Central. Miller all the way across to Bailey on the outside, and she hits it into the net. Point, Prairie Central.
I think Bailey's looking at the blockers tonight instead of just swinging like she's been doing. That was a nice serve.
Sped that one up a little bit. Sullivan gets it, goes back to Davis, and Davis with a kill.
That was right around Samara Bailey right in the corner.
14-12. Knott County Central in set number 1. Bank of Hyman volleyball game of the week, second game of the week. We'll have another one tomorrow, and that's going to go just a little bit long, and it'll be point, Knott County Central.
And I want to say hello to Vivian Combs. I haven't seen her in a while, but, you know, Pam was one of mine for years in volleyball and basketball, and then I want to say congratulations. Her granddaughter is number 1, I think, ranked number 1 in the region right now in
by
basketball.
the coaches. Yep. And you'll just have to come to a Hazard Lady Bulldog game.
I will.
She's an avid supporter of Hometown 24 and her granddaughter. Goes across. Davis thought she was going to go for it. She might have thought it was going over, but it'd be point. Knott County Central, 17-12. Kinley Baker to serve once again. Kinley with 69 aces on the year leads the Lady Pats. That's going to go long, and that will be point Prairie Central as Conley will come in for Baker. You know, talking about the seniors for both teams, and we'll go through each and every one of them. Conley gives it up to Miller over top, goes off the hands of Asher, and that will be point Knott County Central. When you look at Knott County Central seniors, they have won at an 80% winning clip. They have won 87 matches and lost 22. That says a whole lot about what they have done in their past years.
Talks about what a good program they have.
And that's going to be a point for Knott Central. Of course, they won they're the defending 14th region champions of volleyball here in the 14th. That's a floater. It's going to be a free ball as Campbell will knock it across. Conley gives it up. Oh, a little bit of missed time there. Asher with a hit. Nice job by King. Conley goes and gets it.
Asher does a nice job of jerking that wrist over the ball real quick right at the end.
Point, not Prairie Central. Not Central up 19-14.
For these girls to be young for Prairie, they hit the ball well.
That's going to be a pass, and that's going to go up as Asher's going to go up and get it, and that's going to be a point for Prairie Central. On the overpass, she goes up high above the net to put it down. Conley across to Baker off the double block. Asher. Sullivan back to Asher. Conley. Baker, kill, point, Knott County Central. Bailey will go back to serve as Waddell will come in for Slutz, and Davis will come out, and Campbell in for Prairie County Central.
You know, Baker, when she hits the ball, it's like she's got a magnet. It's like a line shot somewhere right in between two players.
Sullivan outside, and that's going to be a double block by King and Miller. Point, Knott County Central. Thank you, Anthony Lewis, for tuning in. Connie Sloan Conley, thank you for tuning in. Tahana off the double block, and it's going to go out. Point, Purry Central. McGrainer will come in, and she will go back to serve as Bailey comes out for the Lady Pats and Sluss back in. We're in set number 1.
Yes, it's 21-16.
McGrainer with the serve. Conley gives it back to Miller down the line, and it's going to go wide. Point to Purry Central.
See, this score right here, playing at Knott County, and it's 21-17, tells you can throw that 8-19 record of Purry Central out.
Yep. And, you know, with young girls, you get fired up to play.
That's true.
Sometimes you play the best. That's who you want to play
Right.
every night. McGrainer, and that's, smart play, but it
she had
goes
the right
wide.
idea.
That's going to be a point for Knott County Central. Baker will come in for Conley as Miller will serve for the Lady Pats. McGrainer gives it up. Nice play to Asher. Bumps it by Miller to Baker. Cuts it fine, but there is Asher. And off the double block. And you can play it off the scoreboard, but you can't play it 4 times. So that's going to be a point for Purry Central. You got to try it, though.
Yeah, because if they're not counting, you can play it. But Georgie was counting.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Nice serve by Asher. Goes outside, and that's going to be a draw. Asher once again with a nice play. Nice hit, but it's going to go wide by Nicely, and it's going to be point. Knott County Central, Taylor Baker to serve.
Purry moves the ball well.
Yes. And that's going to be a service error, a point, Purry Central.
I don't know what happened to that ball.
I'm not sure.
A little too much off the side of the hand, I believe.
Campbell will serve for Purry Central. Back set goes to King off the double block. Grainer hits it back. Sullivan cuts it fine. Nice shot. Point, Purry Central. 23-20. And, you know, I think a lot of it comes down to just passing the volleyball for Purry County Central. If they can pass it, then they're tough to handle.
Right. Because as you can tell, they can hit as well as anybody else.
Baker down the middle, and talk about a hit. That's going to be setting up set point number 1 for Knott County Central. Thank you, Jennifer Asher Cottle and Denise Hall Boyd for tuning in, and our old buddy Bumper Adams over in Letcher County. Miller gives it up short to Bailey. Call by Miller. Baker gives it out to Baker. And nice hustle.
Good hustle.
And that's going to end set number 1 at 25-20, Knott County Central. And when we come back, we'll have set number 2. So stay with us here on Hometown 24.
Home sweet home. At First Federal Savings and Loan of Hazard, we've been providing our friends and neighbors the sweet dream of homeownership since 1960. We're proud to support the community we work and live in. That's why we take so much pride in providing competitive rates, low closing costs, and quick turnaround by local decision makers. Investing and growing our community is what we do. At First Federal Savings and Loan of Hazard, we believe that there's no place like our home. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance helps protect more than 474,000 Kentucky families and businesses. Many of our members have been with us for years, even decades. Perhaps it's because of the competitive rates or our unmatched service. Or maybe the biggest reason is they know they can count on Kentucky's insurance company to be there when it matters. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Welcome back to the Morton Combs Athletic Complex, B.B. King Court here at Knott County Central High School after set number 1. Set number 1 went to Knott County Central 25-20 as we move into set 2. Just going to talk a little bit about Knott County's seniors here. total number of kills, digs, aces, blocks, and assists, and also talk about that. You know, they're 3 years in a row they've won the 53rd district in 22, 23, and 24. As I said, they have won the 14th region title last year, and of course, are 87 and 22 in their years. Total number of kills, when you start looking at like Ava Waddell, she has 397 kills in her career, 341 digs, 49 aces, and 52 blocks. Taylor Baker, 726 kills, 900. These are unofficial, by the way. These come from the KHSAA, not from Coach Cornett. 976 digs, 138 aces for Taylor, and 49 blocks. Samara Bailey, 512 kills, 146 digs, 48 aces, 159 blocks. And Avery Conley has 118 digs and 277 assists for a total kills 1,635, digs 1,581, aces 235, blocks 260, and assists over 300. So those are the cumulative stats for those 4 seniors. And, you know, when you talk about Purry Central with their seniors, you have Lila Sullivan, who I'm sure has over 1,000 assists. I need to go and get and look. I didn't really get an opportunity to add all their stuff up today. Chloe Campbell is a senior, number 23, the libero. And, of course, Lila Sullivan is the setter. 28, Tahana. Lila is a senior. Number 18, Carly Hall is a senior. Number 12, Haley Burchett is a senior, and that's the 5 seniors for Purry County Central. As we will start set number 2. Nicely comes up, but Baker's there. Miller goes into the middle to Bailey. A little bit out of communication with Bailey in the middle so far. Miller goes across to Waddell, and that's down the line, and that is going to be out. I'm sure that Coach, I called him Coach Pollard, but Mr. Pollard might get a few cat calls from his own crowd over there. He might ask him to leave the gym, too. Lila Sullivan to serve. Over the top by Miller. Nice job that time by Lila. Free ball for Purry Central. Lila gives it up to Davis, and she, just a wee bit wide, and that's going to be point for Knott County Central.
I see that Knott County they're much better tonight right now of playing that ball over the blocks and stuff. You know, for a while they were letting quite a few balls drop over that. I see tonight they've got that hole closed up.
Bump set to Baker, and it's going to go wide, and that's going to be a point for Purry Central. You know, we've talked numerous times about you can't develop size, and Purry Central has size, length, and athleticism.
Right.
So you put all that in a package, and you've got capability.
Right.
Oh, nice hustle by Conley, but it's going to be a point for Purry County Central. Thank you, Bumper, for that. We try our best to cover as many people as we can cover and do the best we can do. Free ball for Purry Central goes outside, draws it, Asher does. Nice job by Baker. Miller blocked by Davis, point, Purry Central. 4-1 Purry Central. And you can just see the possibilities with Purry Central.
Oh, yes.
Outside to Baker off top, a block. Conley unable to get to, Campbell unable to get to it, and that will be point, Knott County Central. As Sluss will go out, Waddell will come in, Bailey to serve. Overpass, Miller goes up there as Davis goes it back to Davis. Conley back set to Miller, block, and it's going to come down as Davis and Asher team up for the block. 5-2 Purry Central. Davis to go back to serve. Conley, one hand, left hand by
That
King.
was a nice set.
And I hear a whistle. And I'm not sure what the whistle was about.
They're wondering. She says it hit the floor, and they're saying they pancaked it.
So
they're going to discuss it.
And they're going to redo, probably.
They are redoing.
It's the only thing you can do.
Right.
Because the whistle blew the play dead. Thank you, Blake King, for tuning in. Thank you, Joan Calhoun, for tuning in. Goes to Waddell with a call. Conley with a bump set. Free ball for Perry County Central. Nice hands by Asher. Goes all the way across to Baker over top. Thought somebody was in the net. Maybe that was the ball. Sullivan to Asher. Man, she had the power behind that one. Nice hustle by Baker, and they're going to score on that.
I don't know if we've seen that much volleyball action in one volley.
I'm sure Josh and Steven's going to come up with a lot of volleyball highlights for this season because we've got plenty of them in our games. Asher, she has excessive power, and Miller's going to catch them off on two, and that's going to be a point for Knott County Central. And nicely unable to get to it, and it's going to be point, and it draws Knott Central even at 5 apiece. Once again, the district tournaments will be taken off next week, so check with your local team or your local AD or your school on when your team will play. Nice hit that time. Megan Asher puts it down. Once again, Megan is just a freshman.
She does not play like a freshman.
And my, oh my, if she gets any stronger as a sophomore, junior, and senior, you better watch out. McGrainer with a powerful serve, and it's going to be an ace for her, and that stretches the lead for Perry Central to 7-5. Another good serve, and there, and somehow with reflexes, Miller scores after Asher did the block. Tyler Baker go back to serve once again, 7-6. Perry Central in set number 2. Knott Central won set number 1. A serve for Taylor Baker, drawing back to 7 apiece.
You know, man, it's just like we were talking. The difference right now is just the inconsistency. You've got, and Perry is a much younger team than Knott is. So if they get all of that together, they've got, the rest of this week.
And you never know in a tournament situation.
That's true.
Everybody starts out 0-0.
Right.
Waddell off top of the block. Nice job, but nicely into the net. And it'll be a point, Knott County Central. Campbell, Grainer, Asher just floating through there. And that's going to be a block by the Ashers.
That's a pretty good set of hands to block right there.
That's a Commodore wall.
Now that wall was about 2.5 feet above
you
the
talk
net.
about putting the anchor down right there, they did. Nice serve, Slussley up, bump set all the way across to King. Over top, nobody there. Point, Knott County Central. I'm going to tell Mr. Pollard on here he's 100% so far. Miller goes to Bailey. That time they were within the system, and that's going to be a point for Knott County Central. Just tough to handle Bailey once that if there's not two blockers in the you've got the nice set, it's just hard to deal with. Nicely tries to get to it. Point Knott County Central. King serve once again. Free ball. Called by Baker. Ooh, nice block. Nicely in Asher, and that will draw Prairie Central within 11-9 as Davis will come in for Asher. Of course, 27 is Sophia Asher, and 25 is Megan Asher. Campbell to serve.
14 nicely must have some good hops because she got up there.
Bailey. And Bailey with a smart play, point Knott County Central.
See, that's when it gets hard to play defense, when these big hitters are going up and right in mid-swing, they're changing their swing.
McGrainer gets it across. Bump set goes back to Waddell off the double block, point Knott County Central. Just a reminder on our football game Friday night, it will be Prairie County Central at Harlan County. So tune in Friday night, Jim Bob McCauley, myself, and Brian Johnson. And that's going to be an ace, point Knott County Central. Service her, point Prairie Central. Thanks for tuning in, Tim Eldridge down in Campton, Kentucky. Sullivan to serve for Prairie Central. Ooh, and that's right between. Nice serve. Service ace for Sullivan and Prairie Central. 14-11. We're in set number 2. Set number 1 went to Knott County Central 25-20. Another nice serve. Got a chance to talk to her. We did at the media day. Nice young lady. Left hand by Waddell, blocked by Davis. Conley tries to catch him off, but Asher's there. Sets up Davis off the double block. Point Prairie Central. So Sullivan keeping the momentum going.
You can see the spurt in Prairie. If they can just continuously work on that to get that more accurate, they'll be a real team to have to play with.
And that's going to go wide. And you know what you're trying to do? You're trying to get to the region. And I'm sure once you get in a region, then you can talk about other things. But you got to get there first. Right. Nice hustle by Conley, but a nicer shot by Davis, and that draws Prairie Central within 1 at 15-14. Nicely to serve. Brindley is a sophomore for Prairie County Central. Gives it up to Baker off the double block. It's on their side, and it's going to be 16-14 Knott County.
Notice they had the block, they just didn't push forward. Because as hard as she hit that, it still did not break their wrist back.
17-14. Campbell just misread that one. As you talked several times, Bailey hits it down the middle, and it seems like it dances. Point Knott County Central, and that's what we're talking about, Betty Vaughn.
Yeah, she's one of those kids, she don't serve the ball hard. You know where it's going. It's just she's got some movement on it, and it's in.
3-0 run for Knott County Central as Prairie had drawn within 1. Davis, Conley, Baker off the double block. Once again, point Knott County Central as she powered it between the two.
and the defense is just like a step back, but it's coming off of those blocked hands, so you really don't know where the ball's going.
Campbell with a call. Oh, miscommunication by Knott Central. Point, Perry County Central.
Somebody's like, yep, I'm coming out.
As Asher will come in for Campbell, and Davis will go back to serve. Davis with 53 aces on the season. Make that 54 aces for Davis. And Coach Cornett says, give me a timeout. We'll take a timeout with us here on Hometown 24.
Come right to the source and get the region's best basketball coverage. HT24 puts you right in the middle of the action, and it's free to watch on Facebook. Watch the state's most exciting basketball right here with HT24.
Welcome back to the Bank of Hyman volleyball game of the week. Second game of the week. We had Letcher Central and Wolf County in a battle last night at Letcher Central that Wolf County came out on top 3-2. Coach Cornett with a timeout, and I think she was setting some parameters. I think it looked real firm, and her voice was direct.
And it's like everybody come in the circle.
Yep.
You need to talk.
Davis will continue to serve. And you can see why she has so many aces.
She has a nice little move drop on that ball.
Asher Waddell got in front of that one. Free ball.
That's like getting hit with a bullet.
Goes back a ton over, and it's going to go wide, and it will be point, Knott County Central.
So you like the way Sluss was there. She wasn't reaching. She was standing right there. She knew that ball was out of bounds.
Miller to serve. Asher over the top, but Miller's able to get to it. Free ball as King will hit it over. Nicely to Sullivan. She goes short. Asher Waddell has done a nice job back there.
Yeah, she's played some good defense.
Sullivan mixes it up, goes to Asher once again. Waddell. Bump set goes to Baker off the top. Once again, Nicely's doing a nice job in the middle back too. Goes backside Baker off of the double block on their side, and it'll be point, Knott County Central. Excellent rally by both teams.
I like the defense that Perry's putting out here. That was a great job blocking. They're just blocking too far off the net, but, I mean, they're there on every hit.
Miller to Nicely. Campbell. Asher hits it in the net. Point, Knott County Central. Yeah, Nicely's done a nice job as Waddell. Both of them in that middle side with some tough hits. They're able to get it to the setter. And it's going to be point, Knott County Central. Did I just jinx her?
No.
Okay. 23-16, and Coach Neat's going to go call a timeout, and we're going to take another timeout, and we'll be right back in 30 seconds on Hometown 24.
Hey, it's Kristen Mulcahy from Appalachian Wireless. One of the things that makes us the region's best network isn't just our coverage, it's that we're local. You'll find real people right here from home, ready to help you get the best deals on the latest devices. We hear the other carriers bragging about how they cover the middle of nowhere, but this isn't nowhere. All our roads lead to somewhere. So come home to Appalachian Wireless. Visit us at AppalachianWireless.com or in one of our many retail locations. Because we are you, we are Appalachian Wireless.
Welcome back to the campus of Knott County Central High School as Prairie Central took the timeout at 23-16 here in set number 2. Knott County Central took set number 1, 25-20. Thank you for tuning in to Hometown 24, 40 years of local coverage of sports in our coverage area.
Yeah, this has been the first match, and this match has been very good matches. A lot of volleys, great defense being played.
Miller, and it's going to go right on the line. Thought it was going to float long, but it just dropped. That will set up set point number 1 and set 2 for Knott County Central. And Mr. Pollard's right on it. It was a foot fault. She stepped on the line. Miller stepped on the line before contacting the ball. So McGrainer will keep Perry Central alive with a serve here in set number 2. Back set to Baker, double block. Nobody comes and gets it, and that's going to end set number 2, 25-17, Knott County Central. And when we come back, we'll have set number 3. So stay with us here on Hometown 24.
My name is Isabella, and I am from Madison County, Kentucky. Instead of choosing a larger university, I chose to attend Alice Lloyd College because I wanted a more personal college experience. The small class sizes provide a close relationship between students and professor that isn't possible at any other university. ALC is more than a place to learn, it is a place to grow, serve, and lead. Learn more at alc.edu.
Welcome back as we will start set number 3. Some of the games last night I haven't mentioned. Betsy Lane defeated Belfry 3-1. Breathitt County defeated Morgan County 3-0. Estill County defeated Lee 3-1. Therefore, Estill County has the second seed in the 56th district. Hazard defeated Jenkins 3-1. June Buchanan defeated Harlan 3-0. Knott Central defeated Cordia 3-0 in the doubleheader. McGoffin defeated Jackson City 3-1. Paintsville defeated Pikeville 3-1. Shelby Valley defeated Johnson Central 3-1. And like I said, Wolfe County defeated Letcher Central 3-2 in last night's action in our coverage in the 14th region area. Tonight, Breathitt County is at Johnson Central, Estill County at Powell, Hazard at June Buchanan, Jackson City at Lee County, Jenkins at Letcher Central, Owsley County at Buckhorn, and Paintsville in a big-time affair at Shelby Valley. Bump set goes outside, and it'll be free ball for Perry Central to start. Davis. She's on a trampoline. Point for Powell. Here I go again. I told you I'd get all the teams in. Perry Central 1-0. Oh, I got too many teams. Pikeville's at Floyd Central, by the way, and Wolfe County is at Frederick Douglass tonight.
And we will be here tomorrow night.
Yep.
Knott versus Leslie.
1 versus 2.
Right.
And they have split on the season. This will be the rubber match, and they may end up facing each other and possibly in the regional. Overpass, and nice look by Campbell as it goes wide. Point. And Perry Central has got off to the start that they need to get off to here in set number 3. Once again, free ball for Perry Central. Sullivan gives it up. Davis, I thought she should just let it go on that one. Waddell hits it, and it trying to hit off hands, but it doesn't, and that's going to be a point for Perry Central. As Sullivan comes out 4-0.
That was a shot.
That was a rocket. Point 5-0. And you got to remember last night, Wolfe County jumps out to a 2-0. Letcher Central's on life support. They win 2, and then we have that battle in the 5th. And Sullivan's going to continue on with a 6-0 run for Perry Central to start this set.
And see, this is what Perry needs to do. And when they lose a point, that's when they can't just they can't crumble. That's when they've got to keep their focus and try to get back into the game. They can't let Knott score 4 or 5 points.
Good serving and then good setting by Sullivan on top of that. And that's the block, but it's going to come down on Prairie Central side, point Knott County. The 53rd District will be played in volleyball, will be played at Jenkins High School. Sullivan to Davis, and that's what I'm talking about right there. 7-1 Prairie Central. Baker's going to come out. Conley's come in for the Lady Pats. Nicely serves, and it's going to go wide, and it will be point Knott County Central. I want to thank the Knott County administration, which includes Mr. Pollard, AD Jeff Honeycutt across the way, Superintendent Kahn, and the just everybody for always being good to us at Knott County Central. Oh, and Campbell looks it nicely and touches it, and it's going to be a point for Knott County Central. Prairie Central can ill afford to give up that 6-point deficit that they ended up starting out with, and a nice serve once again by Sluss as they draw within 3 at 7-4.
See, right here's where Prairie needs to work on the consistency. You don't have to play perfect. You just need to keep the ball going.
And you got to get that thing right there. 1, 2, 3, and it's a point for Prairie Central. You know, if you pass that thing to Sullivan, she's going to get it to the hitter in the right position. Davis with the serve, and that's going to go long. Point Knott County Central. Nice job. Just carried it a little bit. 8-6. Betty Bunn's allergies is getting to her a little bit. And that's going to be right on the line. Point Knott County Central. And most of that 6-point deficit is about erased by Knott County. Gives it up. Nice shot. And it's going to be point Prairie Central. Are you okay?
Yeah, that looked like a pinball machine.
Yeah. 9-7, Prairie Central. McGrainer to serve. Sluss out, Waddell in. Jump set by Conley, and it's going to be point to Prairie Central. (10-7). We're in set number 3. Knott County Central took the first 2 sets. Back set out of system. Asher gets it to McGrainer, gives it up. Ooh. Barely crossed. Baker off the double block. Nice job by McGrainer, but it hits in the net. 10-8, Prairie Central. Baker will be in for Conley. McGrainer back set. Asher hits it across. Sluss with a call with a bump set for Baker. Nice job by Nicely. Gives it up to Asher. It was blocked. Got everybody on this side. They spread out.
Now, like Ava Waddell, they were all up there at the action, and Waddell was in the back just in case they throw that ball long.
Baker and Asher knocks it across. Gives it up. King, and that's going to be a kill point, Knott County Central. Miller to serve. Gives it up. My goodness. Asher with the kill. And, of course, that is Sophia Asher. I think I'd just get out of the way of it if I was playing. But I wouldn't be playing much, would I?
Me either.
Oh, Megan with the serve. Cut shot. Both teams scrambling, trying to get in something in system. And there it is as Baker hits it off the double block. And it'd be point Knott Central at 11-10. Purry Central. Just lapses either in focus or just lapses in other areas that keeps Purry Central from being what they can be.
Exactly. And that just comes with practice.
And Miller catches them again on 2, and it's going to even the score at 11 apiece.
Practice and playing games.
Yep. Seasoning.
Right.
That's going to go long, and it'll be point Purry Central. Davis in for Asher. Campbell to serve. Nice serve. Back set. Going to be a free ball. Campbell. McGrainer cannot get to it. Point Knott County Central. Oh, trying to get to it, unable to get to it. It's point Knott County Central.
Yeah, I think there was just a lack of communication on who was going to get that till right at the end.
Asher, McGrainer goes to Davis with a left hand, but there was Miller. McGrainer gives it up to Davis. Nice job by King. Waddell, McGrainer, and it's going to go wide. Point Knott County Central.
You know, both teams, the back rows have played really, really good tonight, really well.
Nicely over the top. There's Miller. Baker set more than any time, I believe, this year.
Yeah.
And that's going to be the kill for Knott Central, 15-12.
Well, Knott has a different lineup in because their libro's not in the game right now.
Yep. King hits it in the net. Purry Central point. Sullivan, and this is where they scored. The last rotation right here was Sullivan serving the volleyball.
Minus. We'll have to blame you on that one.
Point Knott County Central. I didn't say she's been serving real good. I just said
my bad.
Overpass. Oh, Waddell mistimed it, and it's going to be point Purry Central.
But that was the right idea.
Yep. Nicely to serve. She has 52 aces on the season. Does a nice job for Purry County. Sullivan across. Asher. Bump set. Asher. Ooh, and somebody was in the net, I thought. Maybe not. Waddell goes up and gets it that time and says, I scored this time. 17-14, Knott County Central. Once again, a reminder, we will be right here again tomorrow night. And it's not going to cross. Point Knott County Central, 18-14 here in set number 3.
Nice play by Taylor Baker.
Point, Knott Central. And we're going to have a timeout, and we'll take a timeout too here on Hometown 24.
If you're looking for a convenient pharmacy location with a friendly, caring staff, look no further than Hindman Pharmacy, located inside the new Hindman Primary Care Center. Our pharmacy is open Monday through Friday from 8:30 to 6:30, but always stays open until the last patient is seen. Whether you need to pick up your refills in our drive-thru, need a favorite medicine for your little ones, or something to feel better after a visit to the clinic, the Hindman Pharmacy inside Primary Care has got you covered. Located at 425 Hindman Bypass. Call the Hindman Pharmacy at 785-0513.
Seconds. Welcome back to Knott County Central High School with the timeout, 19-14 set number 3. Reminder that Friday night will be across Pine Mountain, Harlan County Black Bears versus the Perry County Central Commodores. Perry County Central coming off a big victory against Whitley County, 42-6. So looking forward to seeing Perry County. Last time I had them, that was against Letcher Central. So looking forward to their young team. You talk about a young team. Coach Dixon's got a young team at Perry County Central with a lot of, a high ceiling for that team. But, in football, when you're dealing with 14, 15, 16-year-olds going up against 17, 18, 19-year-olds, usually all things equal, you come up on the short end. But right. Perry Central, a lot of fight to them. Goes up short. Davis, single block by Bailey. Point, Knott County Central. Sluss to serve. Campbell, Sullivan, Asher, and that's going to go long.
Perry has handled the ball well tonight, except just when they don't communicate. But otherwise, they've handled the ball really well. So Knott County always does. That's their strength.
It's going to be a free ball, and it hits the top scoreboard and then goes over, which means that is a point for Knott County Central. If it stays on this side, you can continue to play it. Sluss bump serve set, and it's off the double block, and it's going to be point. Knott County Central. Looking at the latest RPI, and that's going to be an ace, 24-14. Knott County Central is ranked in the RPI 10th in the state of Kentucky. So a lot of winning in order to get up there.
Exactly.
And this is match point, by the way. Davis says match is not over yet. And there's what you call hustle.
Right.
Up 10 and you dive to try to get that ball. 24-15. Match point number 2 for Knott County Central. And once again, tomorrow night we'll be right back here as Leslie County will come down 80.
And we may try to get on a little early so we can talk to the coach from Leslie County.
So, Coach Washburn, if you're watching, come by and see us. We'll be up top. And that's a nice block by Asher that time, and it's going to be point Perry Central.
Yeah, we talk about and highlight these players all the time. We don't highlight the backbones, which is the coaches who takes all the positives and the negatives. They can give us some highlights on what their team has to do to get to the region and to win the region, what it takes.
Yep. Free ball as nicely gets it across. Bailey, Conley, and it's going to be we had a net violation, and that's going to end the match at 25-16, Knott County Central, and they will take it 3-0. And our Alice Lloyd College players of the game will be?
The seniors from Knott County Central. I felt like they, even though they had their senior night, they came out and all of them put out and played extremely hard.
and want to say good luck to Perry County Central
Yes.
in district play, and hopefully we'll get a chance to see them in regional play.
Right.
But Perry Central will drop to 8-20. Knott Central will improve to 30-2 and continue their 16-match winning streak going into tomorrow night's game. Want to thank everybody that made it happen on Hometown 24, Stephen and Brady. And I want to thank once again Knott County Central's administration and everything for giving that. Want to say a special thing to our seniors on both teams. Continue good luck the rest of the season. And with that being said, we'll see you tomorrow night here at the Morton Combs Athletic Complex about 7, maybe just a little bit sooner. We'll maybe try to get to talk with the coaches in the last match that we have on Hometown 24 before the district tournament. So with that being said, I'm going to say for Betty Von Cottle and Manus Blair, I bid adieu and good night.